experts. Joining us now on a CNBC exclusive from Athens, Greece, Energy Secretary Chris Wright. Secretary Wright, thank you. I know it's very late there. We appreciate you taking some time on a Friday night out of your schedule, but it's a big deal. It's an important story. How much gas are we talking about going to Ukraine?
So super exciting to be here, Brian, with you. And yet Ukraine needs probably a little more than 150 BCF of additional gas into storage this winter. Some of that will come from the south. Some of that will come from the north. There's several BCF, maybe 10 to 25 BCF in the deal that was just signed. But there'll be other deals, and they all have flex on upside. Because the gas, of course, coming to Europe won't just go to Ukraine, but Ukraine is the urgent need. We need to make sure, to the extent possible, the lights stay on and people can heat their homes this winter in Ukraine. Russia's attacks on the energy infrastructure have just been relentless.
Do we feel like this is also a bit of a turn, Mr. Secretary, where Europe has come to realize that this is not just a couple-year issue and the war ends and Nord Stream 2 pipeline is repaired and everything kind of goes the way it was? This is the new normal, the new paradigm, and American natural gas is critical to it all.
Oh, absolutely, Brian. That's the theme of the whole gathering here. We've probably got 16 nations here, every one of them. The overriding goal is remove any dependence on Russian energy and dominantly replace that with American energy. We're by far the world's biggest energy supplier. And of course, we're the most secure supplier, and we're the geopolitical partner you want to have, Europe wants to have. And of course, with President Trump, it's a dawning of a new day about relationships with Europe, about America leaning in and clearly showing we're going to keep growing our energy production. And there is no better supplier of energy on the planet, by far, than the United States.
By the way, speaking of the president and speaking of relationships, it seems like your relationship with the president is just fine, right? Do you have a good relationship with the president?
Oh, my gosh. Of course I do. I wouldn't be in Greece signing LNG deals and selling American energy over here if not for the president's bold pivot from just the totally wrong-headed policies of the Biden administration. But the president and I get along great. I almost laugh when I read the silly stuff in the press all the time. But yeah, we've had a great relationship since the day I arrived.
Well, you're a Colorado guy, so welcome to D.C., I guess, Mr. Secretary. That's how things go. The other part of this story is Greece, a deal with the United States. Venture Global is involved. I believe some of their representatives are there in Athens with you as well. How big of a deal is this? What are we talking about the benefit to the United States might be from these deals?
So this is the first time Greece has ever signed a long-term LNG deal. You know, they built some LNG import terminals. All the talk is about at least doubling their import capacity for natural gas. But Greece is going to become a gateway into Eastern and Central Europe. There are countries excited about that. They're going to continue to invest in infrastructure. But today was signed the first 20-year long-term natural gas purchase agreement from an American company. And, of course, it's just a start. You layer in these contracts in leaves, but this is the first one. I'll tell you another thing that was quite different in Greece today was there was an announcement, a deal also signed with Exxon and two Greek companies to drill an exploration well offshore in Greece, and the crowd erupted in applause. It is a new day for energy in Europe and a new day in cooperation between the United States and the European nations.
Well, let's move on also to the topic, not of today, but of the year. That, of course, is AI. And what a lot of people may not realize about your department, the Department of Energy, is you also run America's labs. Most of the labs that we have and some of the scientific facilities are overseen by you and your agency. You've just announced a deal a couple of days ago with NVIDIA and Oracle to build a massive supercomputer. What is America's role going to be in AI, the government's role?
Well, the government's role is two things, Brian. One is an enabler. We've got to get out of the way and allow this hundreds of billions of dollars of investment capital to build those not data centers, I call them intelligence factories in the United States. We had an overburdensome regulatory environment the last few years that made it hard to build things in America. We've got to make it easy to build things in America. But of course, we also want that computing power, that artificial intelligence, to drive forward science faster, so we can have drug discovery and new material advancements, new energy developments, fusion energy, for example, and for our national defense. So yes, the 17 national labs, they need artificial intelligence at scale, and the fastest way to do that is not the normal government procurement process. It's to make quick deals with these developers. Say, develop on our land, build the infrastructure there, we'll permit with you, we'll operate the facilities, and we'll share the computing power. And we've been thrilled at how fast private businesses have jumped in with big money and fast development schedules. It's a win for them. It's a win for the private sector. It's a huge win for the national labs, science in our country, and national defense in our country.